I hope all is well with y'all. Happy holidays to those who celebrate. And make sure you shout out your fellow Cardinal energy, your Cardinal team member, Capricorn Sons. It's their birthday. It's the solar return. So make sure you show them some love. And make sure you celebrate where Capricorn is in your chart. There's going to be a lot of activity going on over the next 30 days. So make sure you see how this energy, pay attention, see how this energy could be affecting you, Libra. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with y'all as we head into, we get into this first part of the Capricorn season. All right. Let me get another one for Libra. All right, Libra. Let's see what we got going on. Ten of Cups in reverse. Contract energy came out sideways. What's going on? Somebody considering going through a separation or a divorce. Queen of Wands. Somebody demanding. Somebody is or somebody not sure if they want to get married. Okay. That could be what's going on here. The Star energy. Somebody could be coming out of a separation or divorce or avoiding a disaster with somebody with the Tower energy in reverse. And then we got the Five of Cups sideways. Libra. Yeah. I'm getting the energy of somebody dodging a bullet. Okay. Or this is somebody who's come out of a relationship that didn't work out. Could be a marriage or a long-term relationship, what have you. But it didn't work out, and it's just like the shit is over, is what I'm getting here, especially with the Tower energy in reverse. Now you're focused on your healing here, but you are in control of your emotions. Sometimes you're still bothered by it, sometimes you're not, but you know that this is a dysfunctional connection, and you're waiting for the things to the final paperwork, especially if you're married. I'm getting this is somebody who could definitely be married. Now, if this is not a marriage, this could be some type of contract, a legality that somebody is in the process of dissolving. So somebody could be dissolving a business, going through the dissolving process where you have to fill out the paperwork to dissolve the LLC, and you have to wait for that to be approved, and everything that's involved with that. So somebody could be ending a contract in some way, shape, or form. Okay, doesn't matter what it is. All right, but that's what I'm seeing here, and you could be halfway through the process. So again, if you're in some type of process or transition, you definitely want to check out the Aries reading. That is your opposite polarity, Libra. So if you're in transition, I would definitely check that out to see if that resonates with you in any way, shape, or form. Aries reading is now up. Let me see. What is the title? The title of the Aries reading is Hurry Up and Wait. All right, so you may want to check that out, see if it resonates with you. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into what's going on with you. Let's get some details here. Tell me about this Ten of Cup energy in reverse for Libra. Yeah, hesitation here. So somebody is hesitating about ending a situation or wondering if they should end it. Or, this is just somebody in retrospect looking back at when they first decided that, the situation is done, it's a wrap. Whether it's a relationship, a family dynamic too. Could be somebody's just deciding to step away from a family and ending a family contract. Like it could be on a spiritual level. It's like, you were put into this family on a spiritual level, but maybe you're like, I'm tossing this contract. I'm no longer dealing with these people. So I'm tearing up the spiritual contract and I'm moving on and I'm going to make my own family type of thing. So somebody could be contemplating that. But somebody has stepped into their power with the Queen of Wands and they're focused on their healing. And it's like they are sad that the situation didn't work out. But at the same time, it's like, if it wasn't meant to be, it just wasn't. So with the contract sideways here, this is somebody who's still contemplating Or it could be, yeah, we related by blood, but I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, we got kids together, but we not no longer married, or we're no longer in a relationship type of thing. Or yeah, we were partners in this business, but we're dissolving this business, or I'm leaving. So, it still has I'm still attached to it indirectly, or you're still attached to it indirectly. Take it how it resonates where this person is. All right. Tell me more about this contract energy here. Yeah, the vow energy came out in reverse. Um, but yeah, this is somebody, changing the rules, ending a contract. They may have promised to do certain things. With the LLC, you have the, whatever the rules are, however it's worded in the contract, as far as the LLC, who's going to do what, who holds what position, things like that. Like that is being dissolved or reworked or rearranged. Like somebody could be stepping down from a partnership, right? So, for example, say you have lawyers, maybe three lawyers went into business with one another, and maybe one decided to step away from the business. So now you have to, go through the paperwork that you have to go through to, resolve the partner who's leaving. Okay. Queen of Wands is clarified with the introvert energy. So somebody is entertaining another option. Okay. Whether it's another business opportunity, so they have to get out of this one in order to be, because it just could be that it's a conflict of interest. You don't want to leave, but you have to, because what you're going into is a direct conflict of interest in what you are already in. So it could be that type of scenario. But if it's a relationship, if somebody is seeing someone else, but they're just waiting for their paperwork to process from their relationship that they're leaving. Okay. The star energy is in mask here. So, somebody, they're focused on healing, or they're trying to figure out, okay, they know that they're going to go through different stages with the healing process. But this is somebody who's also grown and matured from this particular situation or scenario here. With the contract, if it's like a business contract or something like that, this is, I feel like this is somebody could have been voted out. Okay. So if this is like a company that has a board of directors and they're voting someone out, or they're going through the process of dissolving someone's position on the board, this is what's going on here. Okay. So we have the disturbance energy and the overload. So there's a lot going on here now that this situation is over, or because the situation is over, the disturbance and the overload, like there's lots of paperwork that has to be filled out. Okay. Lots. All right. And it's very stressful for whoever's dealing with it. It's a lot going on. Like this is something that takes time to resolve, because it could be people going back and forth with their demands. If this is somebody who's leaving or stepping down from the board, their shares and how their shares are going to be, decided. If they had private stock, what's going to go on with that? If they had particular stock that only board members could have, now that they are stepping down, or they've been absolved of their situation, of their position, what happens to that? And like, it's a lot of red tape is what I'm getting here. No matter what the situation, there's a lot going on. Yeah, and we have trap. So somebody's trying to avoid being trapped in a situation here that it's just, it's over, it's done. And so, they want to make sure that the paperwork is done properly, so that there's no traps. Or maybe somebody is going into a new contract and they're looking back at what they went through in their old contract, and they're just going to make sure that moving forward, they don't put themselves in it's like, yo, I would never put myself in this situation again. Yeah, I learned my lesson type of energy is what I'm getting here. Somebody could be trying to give someone a hard time is also another thing I'm seeing here, in reference to, their demands and things like that. Or somebody may feel like somebody's demands are a little bit ridiculous. Somebody could be trying to hold on to something that don't belong to them, or somebody may feel like you don't deserve that, and the other person may feel like, I don't know why I don't. So, there's a lot going on here. Yeah, here's the King of Cups here. So this is somebody who, when you're dealing with the King of Cups, this is like, for me, I'm getting scorpionic energy. So this is other people's money. So this is an energy of someone taking action to um, make sure that, because with the Ten of Cup energy in reverse here and the hesitation, like this is somebody who's trying to be cool about everything. They're trying to, consider everybody's feelings, trying to, do what's best for everybody. They understand the nature of the situation. They understand the sensitivity that is involved with this. They understand that emotions are flying high. Yeah, here's the Ten of Swords. So yeah, someone ending the contract with the vow energy and the contract energy. This is someone who may feel betrayed, okay, or feel like this person is trying to do them dirty, or this company's trying to do them dirty. This could just be a matter of somebody leaving a job, right, or getting a sovereign. You call those packages a severance package. Excuse me. So somebody could be being offered a severance package because they just don't, like, this shit is just not going to work out, right? And a job may decide to offer you a severance package to avoid, legal action moving forward. So with the Tower energy in reverse and the overload and disturbance, this is somebody who's trying to compensate somebody because they don't want this person at the company anymore. But this could be somebody who was documenting shit, right? And they know this person was documenting shit, and they know that they fucked up. You know what I mean? This person is documenting everything. So let's just go ahead and offer them some money and get them up out of here so we can avoid a lawsuit. So it's that type of thing too. All right. Yeah. Five of Pentacle energy in reverse. This is somebody who's like, yo, you're going to give me what I'm worth. Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Like, nah, son. You're going to give me. I don't know why I'm hearing nah, son. I'm just hearing that. But it's like, nah, you're going to give me what I'm worth. So this is somebody talking to somebody behind the scenes like, nah, make sure they give you blah, blah, blah. Or talk to your lawyer about blah, blah, blah. Yeah, here's the Empress energy, the Star and the Empress energy. All right, this is somebody who's going through a major transformation. This is somebody who has a lot of money. They could also be somebody who's well known. Okay, but this is somebody who is a golden. This lady got money. Okay, like she's come up, especially with that mask energy and that Empress energy. She's come up. Like this is somebody who had made some investments. She came from the Star energy. Like she used to be a celebrity, but now with the dissolving of the company and things like that, she's getting a settlement. So say this is a superstar, right? A celebrity. Maybe they had a business venture and now they are deciding to sell their shares or remove their face as the name of the business or whatever. I don't know. But something is changing with the business dynamic, and this person is making sure that they, getting everything that they're supposed to get in the contract now that things are changing. Because the sands of time have changed. And so this person is protecting themselves. And so they are rearranging the contract in a way that is going to be advantageous for them. So this is somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing. It's like, oh no, you won't play with me. This is what we're going to do. Type of thing. So yeah, here's the Eight of Swords energy in reverse. So somebody's trying to dissolve a contract, trying to get out of a contract. Somebody could also be trying to avoid jail time, which is another thing I'm seeing here. That's for very few people, but for the most part, somebody is trying to get out of. They're trying to figure their way out of this paperwork. Because this was in reverse. Yeah, trying to figure their way out of this paperwork. Like somebody's trying to make some shit difficult for somebody. Because they're trying to trap them up. So if this is like a marriage and, you're looking at the prenups and what's going on with the state that you were married in and assets and things like that and how that works. And somebody's trying to do some slick shit to trap somebody up though, financially. So they don't get as much, or that somebody gets more than what they're supposed to get. Somebody working on some shit. Yeah, here's the Two of Wands energy. They're trying to figure out what options to take, what options they have, and what they're going to do next. Tell me about this Empress energy. This woman could be pregnant. Maybe she don't know who the father is, or, maybe she do. Maybe it's the person that she's with now. But there's an energy somebody could be pregnant, or this is just a pregnancy of a new idea. Like I said, there could be somebody who's dissolving one business so that they can go into another. They have to come out of this contract that they're in order to, because it's a conflict of interest. So yeah, with the commitment energy, somebody is stuck. Now, if this is a pregnancy, somebody is stuck and committed to this individual because they got kids by them, but at the same time, they're still able to move on and do their own thing. All right, what else we got, Libra? Let's see what's going on here. What else we got going on with this situation? A lot of swords here, a lot of contract energy here. Yeah, somebody's trying to bully somebody out of their situation, out of their money, out of their finances. Like, I'm just getting that energy. Bitch better have my money. Pay me what you owe me. Like, I'm hearing that song. Cause earlier I heard your wife's in the back seat of my brand new foreign car. Don't act like you forgot. I heard that earlier, but I was like, okay, let me leave that alone. But it keeps coming back. I call the shots, like blah blah blah. Pay me what you owe me. Don't act like you forgot. So this could be somebody who, like I said, is a superstar, or somebody who got a lot of money, and you got money to pay decent lawyers, and these lawyers are, telling you what you can and what you can't do, and you're like, okay, I'm trying to make this type of move, that type of move, and you got the powerhouse lawyers to make it happen because the company or the people you in contract with is trying to bully you, right? This could be a woman who got a lot of money, she's successful, she's famous, and she could be married to somebody who is just trying to eat off of her. So it could be that too, trying to bully her. Or this company could be trying to bully somebody, whatever. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, obsession. So this could be somebody who's obsessed with, getting what they could get in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Yeah, overreact. So somebody could be overreacting, thinking they supposed to get what they not supposed to get, thinking they can get some shit that they can't get, mad because they can't get what they want, so it's just the energy of that too. Okay. What else we got? Ooh. Yeah. See, this is somebody who knows their value, they know their worth. This is somebody who, this could be somebody who is, maybe somebody is stepping down from a position. This could be about, how you have those pageants, the beauty pageants and things like that. So maybe this is a contract in reference to that. Miss Universe, Miss World, those types of things. So this could be something going on behind the scenes in reference to that. Wallflower. This is somebody who is just waiting to see what's going to happen. This is what I was saying. Hurry up and wait. That Aries reading, right? So you could just be sitting back waiting for paperwork to flow through the way it's supposed to flow through, and there could be something with limitations, statute of limitations, or a certain time frame, something like that. Okay. Yeah, and we have wounded. So somebody is, definitely hurt in this situation here. Like I said, somebody's trying to bully someone. Someone's obsessed with getting what they want from a person who's trying to dissolve a contract with them, person, place, thing, business, entity, whatever it is. Okay. Boundaries. Yep. Somebody drawing up boundaries saying, this is what I will do. This is what I won't do. This is what I want. This is what I will not take. This is what you will not take. Like, all that's being figured out. So again, that Aries reading, hurry up and wait, might resonate with you. Yeah. So we have toxic. Yeah. This is somebody in a very toxic situation here and suffering in silence. So yeah, these are people who are going at it with one another. So behind the scenes, somebody is just like, they going through it, but in the public eye, or out in the world, they don't let people know that this shit is tearing them apart on the inside, but it is. But this person is also working on trying to heal, but they can't fully heal till the shit is fully resolved. Yeah, patience. Gotta wait for this. You gotta wait this one out. Time is of the essence here for sure. I'm getting energy of time. We ain't got no pentacles out here, but time is of the essence with this situation. So someone is secretly yearning for you. So it could be the person, like somebody, if this is a relationship, I feel like this is somebody who is moving on from a relationship, but there's a lot of paperwork and red tape involved with the dissolving of the marriage and the assets and things like that, but they're dealing with somebody else. They've met somebody else and they're trying to move on. But this other individual could be suffering in silence. But like I said, somebody is putting on a front in front of everybody like they good, but in reality they're going through it because something is ending. Yeah, so somebody's moving forward. So with the here and now, this is all about leaving the past behind and focusing on what's going on in front of you instead of whatever was, whatever was with that. Because whatever's going to happen with that is going to happen with that. So somebody is looking at it from a perspective like, okay, the paper's in motion, the paperwork's in motion. We know where we're going. It's just a matter of, if any little antics come up in between then or concessions that come up we have to address. Other than that, the end goal is to get this and get out. So now we just have to wait for the paperwork, and in the meantime, we're going to just focus on what we got going on now and let the past be in the past. So that's what I'm getting here, Libra, with your reading. So I hope you were able to get something out of this. I do want to thank you for checking out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, let me know you stopped by. And if you want to leave me a comment and let me know if this resonated with you or someone you know, don't have to be you, could be a friend or a family member going through some things. But let me know if this resonated. I do wish y'all the best. And again, happy holidays to those who celebrate. And don't forget to wish your Capricorn sun signs, your fellow cardinal relative, some solar love because it's their solar return. All right, Libra. So I wish you the best and I'll see you in the next reading. Deuces.